I'm Jasmine Benjin Hapin from BEd 303. We are Group 6. Our topic is about teaching study skills. Study skills are those skills necessary for acquiring critical information from a variety of text and media resources for different purposes. Study skills, academic skill, or study strategies are approaches applied to learning. Study skills are an array of skills which tackle the process of organizing and taking in new information, retaining information, or dealing with assessments. They are discrete techniques that can be learned, usually in a short time, and applied to all or most fields of study. More broadly, any skills which boost a person's ability to study, retain, and recall information which assists in and passing exam can be termed as study skills, and this could include memorizations, time management, and motivational techniques. A person who mastered study skills are: number 1, knows how to review. A person who mastered study skills are able to look back over something for evaluation or memory. Giving evaluation means that you're going to cite your ideas to a possible change. A review can be in the form of a summary or an outline. So number 2 is reads different kind of text. Reading is a way of learning. We learn a lot of things by means of reading. So a person shows mastery study skills if he or she already read vast amount of text. Number 3, knows what information is important for the task at hand. Evaluation is a skill that is vital in sorting information that are needed to the certain task. A person must first know the task so he or she can address what is the required information for the task. This requires critical thinking and decision making. Number 4, functions similarly with non-print material. A person should have the quality of a non-print material such as can store and give vast amount of information. He or she could also be flexible and have a room for change and criticism. The last one is number 5. Knows how to retrieve essential information and cut it into a form and format that makes it usable for a specific purpose. Researching on a certain topic requires not only gathering every information present on a certain resources. A person must know how to pick information that are relevant and has a purpose. A person can summarize or create an outline for a more organized way of presenting data. Importance of study skills. Number 1, keeps students' motivation higher. A healthy study habit boosts personal self-esteem as well as motivation to be a good and be better. Number 2 is achieve goals easier and more efficient. Study skills give higher chances of attaining goals because specific tasks are done effectively and learning is easier through study skills. Number 3, improve your ability to retain information. Study skills improve cognitive skills, not just critical thinking as well as memorization. And the last one is number 4, become the best learner you can be. A best learner possesses the best learning habit. What you saw is what you read.
Here are some list of study skills important for focused instruction. Number 1, establishing a mental set of studying. Pupils realize that the need to study and concentrate on the lesson at hand. Number 2, adjusting reading rate for different reading tasks, reading types, and reading purposes. Number 3, reviewing text to see or hear something before it is finalized. Example, for preview is to look at an art exhibit before the exhibit is open to a public. And also preview is to hear parts of speech before it is given at a meeting. Number 4 is skimming to get the gist of the text. Gist is the overall meaning, the core idea of the spoken or written discourse. When taking a quick look at a written text to establish its genre and the main message its writer means to get across. When reading for guests, this is also known as skimming. Example, getting the leaves out of the pool. Number 5, scanning for details. In reading a text, quickly in order to find specific information, figures, or names. Example, when we are searching for a telephone number in a directory, we can scan the page for the name of the specific person we are looking for.
Number 6, note-taking is the practice of writing down pieces of information in a systematic way. Note-taking includes the following: taking notes in a lecture or discussions, taking notes in a lecture plus processing, annotating, rewriting those notes, taking notes from reading on the web in some systematic way. Number 7, outlining is a tool we use in the writing process to help organize our ideas, visualize our paper's potential structure, and to further flesh out and develop points. An outline provides the writer with a space to consider ideas easily without needing to write complete paragraph sentences. Number 8, interpreting graphic information. For example, charts or graphs. To interpret a graph or chart, read the title, look at the key, read the labels, then study the graph to understand what it shows. Number 9, portraying ideas graphically. For example, clustering or mapping can help you become aware of different ways to think about a subject. To do a cluster or mind map, write your general subject down in the middle of the piece of paper. Then, using the whole sheet of paper, rapidly jot down ideas related to the subject. If an idea spawns other ideas, link them together using lines and circles to form a cluster ideas. The whole here is to use line and circles to show visually how your ideas relate to one another and the main subject. Number 10, assessing relative importance of information. And the last, summarizing, means giving a concise overview of text, main point in your own word. A summary is always much shorter than the original text. Writing a summary does not involve critiquing or analyzing the source. You should simply provide a clear, objective, accurate account of the most important information and ideas, without copying any text from the original and without missing any of the key points.
Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is all about chart, tables, graph, maps, globe, at least. Example of chart. A chart is a graphical representation for data visualization in which data represented by symbol such as a bar is a bar chart lines, in a line chart a lines, in the pay chart a chart, can represent tabular numeric data function or some kinds of equality structure and provide different info. Example of tables. General feature and found in the most table. Column and row heading and table to has subheadings. Table spaced lines. Column of the number that are the carefully elended by their decimal points. Presently placed horizontal lines. All tables hold half the last three horizontal lines as in the table 1. Example of the graphs. We now present the data using the bar graphs and the number of each of the symbols of the represented with a bars. The more than height of the bar, the more is the number of the supply or the item used. Example of maps. Reference map show the location of maps. Road maps, topographic maps, time zone maps, geologic maps, and safe code maps are all examples of reference maps. A variety of reference maps have been created for almost every country for the world. Example of globes. Globe shape share or the ball that bears a map of the earth in its surface and mounted on the axle that permits rotation. The ancient Greeks who know and the earth to be a shaper and were the first to use the globes and to represent the surface of the earth. At this example of at least, this is a list of noble at least each collection for maps, some including artificial data for the region represented.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ruby Labaland and I will discuss the continuation about the basic study tools. Dictionaries. A dictionary is a reference source in print or electronic form containing words, usually alphabetically arrangement, along with information about their forms, pronunciations, functions, etymologies, meaning, and syntactic and idiomatic uses. Thesaurus. Thesaurus is a book of words or information about particular field or set of concepts, especially a book of words and their synonyms. Encyclopedias. Encyclopedias is a work that contains information on all branches of knowledge or treats comprehensively a particular branch of knowledge, usually in articles, arranged alphabetically, often by the subject. Card catalogs. Card catalogs, a file of cards of uniform size, arranged in some definite order and listing the items in the collection of a library or group of libraries, each card typically identifying a single them. There are 5 types of cards catalog. First is author catalog. When we say author catalog, it is a type of cards catalog organized by the last name of the author. It also contains information on how to find this book in the library, usually in the form of a specific call number. Second, title catalog. Title catalog card is provide an easy way for a person to find a specific book or multimedia holding by its title. Next, the subject catalog. When we say subject catalog cards, it organizes all the library holdings by the main subject of the title. Next, shelfless catalog. When we say shelfless catalog, it is a type of card catalog that libraries often use for organization but do not make available to the public. Specialized shelf list catalog. Libraries may also have specialized shelf list catalog that are arranged by the subject. It's created for large holding of music, scientific research, and other special collections.
Good day everyone! Our topic for today is speed reading. What is speed reading? Speed reading is the process of rapidly recognizing and absorbing phrases or sentences on a page all at once, rather than identifying individual words. Speed reading is any of many techniques claiming to improve one's ability to read quickly. Speed reading methods include chunking and minimizing sub-vocalization. What is the purpose of speed reading? Speed reading challenges our brains perform at a higher level. When you train your brain to be able to take in information faster, other areas of your brain will also improve, such as your memory. 5 main types of speed reading technique. First is preview, second is overview, third is review, fourth is scanning, and fifth is skimming. First is preview. Reviewing a text means that you get an idea of what is about without reading the main body or the text. The preview is to see or hear something before it is finalized. Example. An example of previews is to look at an art exhibit before the exhibit is open to the public. Second is overview. To go over a selections or book to check on what parts will contain the ideas you need. Example, read the preface, introductions, and some parts of the book to check on the book's value to you. Third is review. To go over a selections or book you have, you need to read to help you remember more very important ideas. Fourth is skimming. Skimming will certainly save you a lot of time as you grasp the main idea of whatever you are reading. But do not expect your comprehensions to be high during the process. However, skimming is useful when you preview the text to get a better idea of what it's about. It will help prepare you for deeper learning. Skimming is a strategic idea to get an overview and mental picture in your mind, which will help improve your memory. Last is scanning. Scanning involves getting your eyes to quickly scuttle across sentence and is used to get just a simple piece of information. You'll be searching for specific words or phrases that will give you more information and answer questions you may have. Interestingly, research has concluded on reading of a computer screen actually inhibits the pathways to effective scanning, and thus reading of paper is far from conducive to speedy comprehension of text.